Hopefully people can hear me. Oh. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Car Addiction. Today we're gonna talk about the big throttle bodies that I got from C1, and it's in my car right now. And I'll tell you, this is not the same car that I used to drive last season. It's a different vehicle. It almost looks like I got a different tune, the whole 9 years. If this is your first time in my channel, I'm a huge Nissan enthusiast. I got 4 300ZX twin turbos and R32 Skyline, and the Skyline is almost done. Like, all the custom fabrication is done. All it needs is to put the wiring back together, and it has a couple of new body panels. I didn't talk about it. Maybe towards the end of this week or early next week, I will be picking it up. And I did not. I teased you guys with the shorts a bit, but this is gonna be fun. Anyway, today we want to talk about the drivability, or how the 60mm Z1 throttle bodies made changes in my 300ZX. And I'll be honest with you guys, I absolutely love it. It was all worth it. The whole 9 years, the money, the labor, the hassle of organizing the whole thing. Bingo. One thing I can tell you for sure is what I feel, my butt dyno feels like I have more torque in all the RPM range. So the drivability factor of it basically improved significantly. So that's right off the back, that's a big plus. Because if you guys know, 90s JDM turbo vehicles, they all suffer, especially the Nissan ones, with the low end torque. And if you can help them to so good. If you can help them with that, it's a different vehicle. Now, the interesting part is, while we were doing this job, and I didn't videotape it, because all the factory boost controllers were disconnected, and I'm on an AEM True Boost system. So the holes, or wherever the factory boost controllers were connected, they were covered, or they were blocked off by a piece of a closed-ended rubber hose, which is fine. But while we were doing this, and by the way, Dan didn't do it, that has been done probably 9 years ago. I owned this car for 6 years, and then that was done probably 2 or 3 years prior to that. So that rubber piece, it was so brittle. Somehow we touched it, and a chunk came into our hand. And then we realized, damn, that's the source of a boost leak. So that has been replaced. Since that has been replaced, the idle of the car changed. So it was idling a lot better when I got it tuned from Dan and then set through the winter. And this season, when I started the car, I always had a little bit of weird idling issue, and I always thought, like, I don't know, maybe the tune needs to be retouched or blah blah blah. So that got sorted out like that. And also I noticed maybe this thing was always leaking a bit, because when Dan did a vacuum check, I believe he did a smoke test, but he only went up to like 5 or 6 psi instead of 16 or 17. Some people do, some people don't. There's logic behind the thought process. And that probably didn't show, the leak probably didn't show in his leak test, because it was only 5. At 16 and 17 it probably would have shown. So anyway, I don't want to pick on Dan at all. He did the best he could with the time frame and with the limitation he had in his hand. Believe it or not, there was a lot of limitations. So going back to these throttle bodies, I absolutely love it. There's a couple of things that a little concerned, but again, at this point, I'm just picking on it. Number one, and full boost, it goes to as low as 10.2, which is pretty rich. Usually when you add more air, it goes lean, but for some reason it's rich. Rich is good, but too rich is not good. So I believe at this moment we're a bit too rich. But again, a tune needs to be done to get the full benefit of it. A tune needs to be done to get the maximum benefit of it, which is on the horizon. Now, something else is on the horizon that it's just not going to be a tune. It will be a whole management system change, because Broke Boy Me was able to secure a Haltech system from somebody with some parts exchange. So next season, when it goes to the tuner, it will go not just to get a tune, but a whole engine management system change. There are a lot of things going to be changed, and a lot of things that has to be updated. Like this is a 90s technology. Right now I'm on a Nissan, which is a 8-bit processor system. When I go to the Haltech system, it will be 128-bit. Even the fueling is just on an 8-bit, it's two-dimensional. In a Haltech system, it's a 3, or some of them. The one I have, it's a 3-dimensional fueling system, and so much better fueling. Anyway, going back to the throttle body and the drivability. So first one is it's running a little richer. I think the AFRs are seeing a lot more air coming in, and it's trying to compensate with dumping more fuel. That's the only logical explanation that I have. So a tune will take care of that. And also a tune, because it's running too rich, running too rich robs you of power. You just have to run with the optimal balance. So a tune will probably get me more power throughout the band range, more torque throughout the band range. I can already feel it, but we can probably extract a little bit more and more lean and better. Okay, one last thing. Again, I'm being just picky, because these throttle bodies are used. I'm not a rich boy that I could afford brand new ones. C1 stopped selling them, so that's another thing. The driver's side throttle body, it sticks a bit. So sometimes when you drive it for a while, if the flap is closed, when you try to press the accelerator, it sticks. So you just have to press it hard, unstick it, and then just go about your day. So that's that. Now, it's a reasonably easy solution. I just have to open it up, preferably take it out. I already ordered an ultrasonic parts cleaner. Leave it in the parts cleaner, walk away, come back after 24 hours or so, and it'll be fixed. And that's how I would like to get it fixed. I mean, I'm loving how the power band comes and how it stays. The turbos are spooling around 2800, not full spool, but around 2800. If I let go of the accelerator, I will hear the blow up bulbs going off. So it's spooling a lot earlier than what it used to. Before, it used to spool right after 3000. So even if I drop the RPM by, even if this upgrade drops the RPM by 300 to 400, that's a pretty good thing, because now I have from 2800 to 7200 of boost range, which is good. Whenever a tuner tunes it, what they want to do is they want to tune in a way where they have the largest amount of RPM, the factors of RPM on the boost. So I just wanted to show you guys, or I don't know if I can explain it better. It's really hard to explain it by talking. I did do a couple of pulls within reason without getting into trouble. I did get into trouble twice this year already. Not a good feeling. Insurance companies are not liking me, so I gotta be a good boy for a while. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. The next couple of videos, I already shot them. They're pretty interesting. Most of them are mods that has been done to the 300 ZX. And following videos we'll go back to the Skyline story and start shooting at the Skyline story. And I will have a very interesting video about brake upgrades on C chassis, R chassis, and an S chassis. So hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. All these videos are coming out. I'm sorry I'm not uploading as frequently as I promised, but I am focusing more on not on just frequency, but the quality of the content. So that's my excuse. Thank you.